Hello and welcome to everyone. As Bellator gets back on its feet, we are going to give main card predictions, as I'm not gonna follow preliminary card. Main card, we'll see, it depends whether it airs on TV or not, but let's see now. Solon Utley Jr. versus Aaron Pico. Solon Utley Jr., known under the moniker of the IRS Man, is 5'6" fighter fighting out of Little Rock, Arkansas, and he is kinda, to be honest, kinda hard to say which is his fighting style, because he is very much well-rounded fighter, known for great cardio, known for great strikes, and the guy who turned the lights out on TJ Britton. So I'd give advantage to his striking over his grappling, despite he is a fantastic fighter. The guy outworked Gaston Bolaños. He fought him in the stand-up, and Gaston Bolaños is the greatest Muay Thai fighter in Bellator. So it just speaks on him, it just speaks on his striking, his abilities or so. Aaron Pico, a decorated wrestler, the former junior wrestling vice champ of the world. Aaron Pico is a freestyle wrestler known for good performance. He knows to turn the lights out, but he knows to get better too. On the other side, Aaron Pico wants to take you down by any means and to punch. He always goes forward. He is very aggressive, but he might get caught from time to time. For example, against Adam Boric, he got caught with that nasty knee. He turned the lights out on Daniel Carey. So Aaron Pico holds all the heart of this world, but none of his fights went to judges' scorecards or decision, which makes me think that his third round is not the area he has been before, and that could be advantage for Solon Utley. Aaron Pico is on a 1-fight winning streak. On the other side, Solon Utley is on a 2-fight winning streak. If Pico takes him down, this might be a problem for Utley, but Utley has pretty much solid submission defense and takedown defense, so I'd favor Utley. Now, Taiwan Caxton versus JJ Wilson. Taiwan Caxton is the former wrestler, riding a score of 6-1. Taiwan Caxton likes to finish his opponents on the ground and to fight for 3 rounds if needed, but on the ground he is very good with mauling, very good with punches. His critical area might be his submission defense, but Taiwan Caxton is actually very powerful. He squares off against JJ Wilson, but believe me, JJ Wilson, the guy out of New Zealand, the Maori kid, well, he's a good grappler. He fought at grappling bout against William Tuckett, but the majority of his fights were ended via rear naked choke or armbar, so he's a master grappler. If Taiwan Caxton wants to win, he has to keep this fight standing, otherwise his submission defense is not good. JJ Wilson is known for fabulous submissions. He is not the best striker in the world. He has, let's say, okay striking, but I'd say JJ Wilson, because Taiwan Caxton rarely keeps his fights standing. So the next one is Jason Jackson, the ass-kicking machine, against Jordan Main. Jordan Main is the real legend of this sport, riding a score of 31-12, and that guy is just so fabulous, man. The guy fought in the UFC, and the guy, I can't say anything bad about him. Looking back at his strike force and UFC career, he fought some really big names. He nearly defeated Tyron Woodley. He was defeated by Thiago Alves, Shamil, Weber, Mig, Belal Muhammad, but he outworked Alex Morono, Eric Silva, Mike Pyle, Hernani Perpetuo, Dan Miller, Forrest Pettis, Tyler Stinson. The guy is a real finisher and cardio machine. That's Jordan Main. Very tough opponent, very powerful, very brutal striker, man. And very great on the ground. He is fair with submissions, a typical all-round fighter. Jason the ass-kicking machine Jackson is riding a score of 1 win, where he outworked Kiichi Kunimoto. He lost previously to Ed Root, and this is his Bellator score at LFA. He scored wins over Scott Futrell, Emerson Souza, then at Bellator defeated Jordan Larson. Then a White Contender Series he was stopped by Kyle Stewart due to injury. Diego Lima won him via punches. So he has ups and downs, but on the other side, Jordan Main is too big legend of this sport. I just give advantage to Jordan Main because I think he is very fair and famous, smart fighter. The main event of the evening is Ricky Banderas versus Sergio Pettis. Ricky Banderas riding a score of 13-3. The guy who turned the lights out on Ahmed Kairetli and Franz Malambo. Before that, he was choked out by Petchy Mix, and he lost to Juan Arculeta via decision. So we can say that this guy This guy is really great striker, but when he's taken to the ground, that creates problems. He is not the best guy on the ground. I mean, he outworked Tony Gravel or so, but against grappling phenom Nick Pace, he lost. He lost via guillotine choke. So his slam ability is great. His striking ability is great. His punches are great. He's fair with guillotines or so. But got to say that he doesn't like being on the ground. On the other side, Sergio Pettis, known under the nickname of Baby Pettis, second dan, black belt in Taekwondo, black belt in Rufus Sport Kickboxing, and black belt in BJJ, riding a score of 19-5. Sergio Pettis is the younger brother of Anthony Showtime Pettis, the former RFA flyweight champion, the former NAFC bantamweight champion. He is a very entertaining fighter to watch, and got to say, this guy competed in the UFC for a very long period of time. He defeated Will Campuzano, Matt Hobar, Chris Kilades, Brandon Moreno, John Moraga, Joseph Benavides, Tyson Nam. He was losing to powerful names like Rob Font, Junior Formiga, Henry Cejudo, Ryan Benoit, Alex Caceres, but actually Pettis was having issues with chokes and the ground game earlier, but he fixed that. Now the majority of his wins actually comes via decision, but in his last outing he choked out Alfred Kashakian. So Ricky Banderas will have a hard job here. Ricky Banderas is a fearsome striker. His head kicks are awesome, but also Sergio's head kicks are awesome. This is gonna be a very tough fight. Only due to submission skills I would give advantage to Sergio Pettis, and I hope he's gonna win this outing.